everyone. This is Bernitha again with the Bernitha Rena Relates Podcast, and I'm here today with the amazing Jennifer Smith, and she's going to be talking about all things health, recovery. It's so exciting. We're here again today at the DFW Behavioral Health Symposium, and so I just want to welcome you, Jennifer,
Thank
to
you
the
so
Bernitha
much.
Rena Relates Podcast. You're so welcome.
Thank you.
So for the folks who are meeting you for the first time, can you kind of tell us a little bit about who you are, your mission, and what brings you here today to the symposium?
Okay, so I'm Dr. Jennifer Smith, and I'm originally from Montgomery, Alabama, so that's kind of where my story starts. I grew up in a low poverty neighborhood.
Okay.
My mom was a substance abuser, as well as other people in my family. So that's kind of like all I saw. And as a kid, all I had for a reference or a mentor was probably a dope boy, because they had the hottest things. They had things that we didn't have. Not knowing anything they had to do to get it. That's what I saw.
And so I'm gonna back you up, Dr. Jennifer. For those in our audience who may not know what a dope boy is, break that down for us.
So a dope boy is the guy that sells dope in the neighborhood or around the areas. He's pretty much well known in the community because all of them try to give back to the community in some kind of way. Yeah, I mean, our most popular one, he did turkeys bikes for Christmas and turkeys for Thanksgiving.
So like New Jack City for real?
Yeah, like just on that kind of level. And that was the only people I saw that were successful were in my area. Again, I was from a very low, I stayed in the projects. I was born and raised in the projects. And all I ever wanted to do was not go through the same thing that I saw my mom go through.
Okay.
And her addiction, you know what I'm saying, kind of took her in a whole different route, which took my life in a whole different route as well, because I'm the oldest child of 3.
Okay.
So I end up having to be the mother of the kids while she was out doing her own thing. She's 66 now. She'll be 66 this year. She's sober. So that did not happen though until I moved here to Texas.
Is that right?
Yes.
So how many years was she in addiction?
Since I was like 7.
So 50 years.
Yeah, since I was 7. And she got introduced to it by some guy that she liked, and he was like, "If you don't like what I like, then we can't kick it."
Is that right?
Yeah,
okay.
that's the story behind it. And so I grew up in that environment, but I was a grandma's baby, because of course my mom, was out doing her own thing. So my grandmother, that's probably my greatest inspiration. That was my mentor. She kept the same job for 45 years.
Oh wow, yeah.
She now has dementia, but that's like, I did everything because of what she told me.
Yeah.
And one thing she told me is, don't ever stop learning.
Okay.
She was like, because they could take stuff away from you, but they can't take what's in here.
That's right.
So that's kind of how I became a lifelong learner since I got all the way to my PhD.
Wow. And, wait a minute. Can we just clap it up for a moment for Dr. Jennifer, PhD graduate?
Yes,
that's
and
amazing.
It was a struggle, but I do have 2 masters. So
wow.
Criminal justice ended up being the thing that I chose because something happened to my mom. She ended up being drunk and high, and she got hit by a car, right? In this car, it almost took her life. But backstory, it was somebody she owed money to, right?
Oh, so they hit her on purpose?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
But they stopped. And because of her blood alcohol level, her drug level, they automatically let them go. Nothing was done. So I was like, man, that's crazy, right? Although she was,
that's an attempted homicide.
Correct.
Or something
I'm
that.
Although that was her lifestyle, she still should be treated fairly.
Absolutely.
So that's what pushed me to get into criminal justice, because I wanted to change some things. I just felt like that was unfair. And she stayed in a coma for about a year. She was in a medical induced coma. She's lost a leg.
Oh my gosh.
She had to get she had to get a whole pelvic repair.
Wow.
So she actually lost her life on the way to the hospital.
Oh, that's so heartbreaking.
Revamped her. And I remember I was the oldest child, so I got tasked with having to make the decisions. And so the doctor came and he was just like, so we're going to have to cut her leg off. He was like, if we don't cut it off, she's going to get gangrene and die. So you choose. And at that time, I was about 19 years old.
Oh my.
With 2 siblings that were already staying with my grandmother. So he was like, you're the oldest, you got to decide. So immediately, of course, I said, cut it off.
Did you?
Because I would much rather have a mom
Right.
than
With
her not
one
having a
leg.
leg.
Then, yeah.
Right. And it's just only from the knee down.
Okay.
But that drove me to criminal justice because I wanted to make some kind of change.
Oh, wow.
Did not know I couldn't really make no change. You know what I'm saying? Until I got into a better position.
Gotcha.
I just wanted things to be different.
Yeah.
I felt like we have, and still right now we need a criminal justice reform.
We definitely do.
You know, it's right now. It's the same thing, and it's not because Alabama, Texas. It's just period.
It's just period.
Some of the stuff that go on, and I worked in the jail. Some of the stuff I done seen is some stuff I wish I could unsee.
Oh, wow.
And that kind of is what brought me to criminal justice.
Mm-hmm.
So then when I got finished with my bachelor's, I went and got my master's in counseling and psychology. Because, you know, I want to fix it.
Yeah, well, you got to understand the root cause is what I'm learning so much about this conference, is if you don't get to the root cause, a lot of times the issues will continue to repeat.
Right, but my biggest thing was I was trying to fix my mom, and I was going to never be able to fix her. But I had to find it out after so many times.
So that was your journey.
Yeah, that was my journey. I wanted my mom to get off drugs and be a normal mom. For my siblings, because my life was kind of already, she had missed all the stuff already, so it was for them.
Yeah.
And I realized I can't fix her, and I can't fix nobody.
No.
I don't care how much passion I got and how much I want somebody to do the right thing. It's all a self thing. And if you don't want to do it yourself, so I had to just pretty much I didn't give up on her, but I kind of was just like, I'm not going to try to make her stop, because me making her stop only made her go worse.
Really?
Yeah, we did a whole family intervention, and you know that ain't cool in a black family at all.
Yeah, they're angry.
So she kind of cut the buck and dipped, and we didn't see her.
Wow.
Until they called us and said she got hit by a car.
Is that right?
Yes.
And then I can only imagine you're not even really living your life all the way, because you're trying to fix her and
take care of the children so they won't get split up, because you know we were 3 kids and we went to foster care. I was already the oldest, so I would have probably not been chosen. I would have been probably with my grandma, and them two would have just went and lived life. So I tried to make it. I wanted to make it work for her. I wanted to make it work so much that I learned how to cook, clean, and everything. So when the people came to our house, it looked like maybe someone was there.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I learned how to cook and how to maintain a home and how to clean up, because I had to learn that at 8-9 years old, because I had siblings, and once she had the babies, you know, she back to doing her own regular thing.
So you're the definition of that parentified child.
Yes.
Right, where you become that parent at a very young age.
Yes. Wow. And when I had to get counseling, because I didn't know that I was codependent, and it was because of that whole situation. So I chose relationships that were codependent. I want to help everybody. I want to be the helper. Okay, well, you got problems with this. Okay, I can help you. I do this, I can help you. And I had to realize that I can't help nobody but me. So I did some deep counseling, very, very intense counseling. And what happened is that I learned about codependency, and I learned that I'm always searching for what I didn't have. Mm-hmm. So when I chose people, it was because they played a motherly role to me, or
so they were in a bad situation in their life,
and I'm trying to fix it like I do everything. And after I went to counseling and I had that intense counseling, it changed my life.
Did it?
Because I was like, you know what, I can't no longer worry about everybody else, because who worry about me?
Wow.
Who worry about me? I'm worried about everybody. I want everybody's life to be good. I want stuff I was the person that tried to hold a family together. Until I had to choose, am I going to hold this family together, or am I going to get outside of what I'm in and get out? The one thing is education was always a big part of my life.
Okay.
I was always in magnet schools. I graduated as in the top 10 of my high school.
Yeah.
So I was always a book person.
Okay.
And that's kind of how I escaped the life that was going on around me. Yeah. I kind of stayed. And so my mom used to be like, you're going to be a career learner. You're going to be a career.
Even your mom spoke that over you.
She said that. And I just graduated last year from Walden with my PhD. So it was right. And she calls me now and she just like, so what you finna do now? It's like, I don't know. She was like, you know, you always got to be doing something. And I do, because that was also a coping skill, keeping myself busy. So therefore the stuff around me, I didn't really care if it made sense because I was so busy and I was
Yeah.
just moving. But I moved to Texas here in
Okay.
2020, right during the COVID pandemic.
Okay.
I moved here in 2020. It was December 2020 when I moved here. I had a job already when I moved here, and it was with CPS.
Okay.
So I did that.
Mm-hmm.
But before I left, one thing I did when I took my test for my drug counseling, I got the reciprocity. So that means I can move to any state in the United States,
Okay.
and they'll give me whatever their highest counselor
Wow.
is.
Okay.
So now, like, I have a license. I'm licensed in Louisiana and Arkansas.
Wow.
And it's because of the extra ICRC.
Okay.
Is that part
Okay.
that connects. I can go to Hawaii.
Okay.
And get a drug counseling job. And
Yeah.
whatever their highest paid one is, that's what I'll get.
Amazing.
So we moved here, and I've been here ever since then. And now I want to go back home.
Well, Texas is the best place there
So
is.
now what I'm trying to do, like by the end of next year, is get my mom up here with me.
That would be great.
Because I want her, I mean, like, she's getting lonely. She's, she's older. All her kids are up here.
Are they?
Yeah, my
That's
sister ended up
wonderful.
moving up here
So
a
good.
year after I moved.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm kind of like the person that kind of get everybody trying to go. And so now she wants to move up here too. And all I want her to do is be clean. If you clean, you can stay with me.
Gotcha.
But if you want to do your own thing, then I help you find you an
So
apartment.
you're still setting your conditions.
Yes, I got to have boundaries because
Gotcha.
I never had them.
Mm-hmm.
I would just let anything go on and then wonder why I'm the mess. And also the broom.
Wow.
I'm trying to clean up the same stuff I let mess up. So I had to. Once I left there, it made my life a whole lot better. Because when I was there, I was still worried about my mom.
Yeah.
Still worried about if I get that phone call or if somebody called me and say, she gone. So when I moved here, it allowed me to focus on myself.
That's good.
And so a couple of months, I worked for CPS probably for 90 days. But I had already applied for my license here when I was in Alabama.
Okay.
So that came in January, and by I think March, Tarrant County probation called me, and I had that job, and I loved that job, and I kept that job. So
you are a probation officer?
No, I am a licensed chemical dependency counselor.
Okay. I'm
also a certified criminal justice professional, which means I work with criminal justice and substance use.
How does that work? Explain that to us.
Being in the criminal justice system, it's so many levels. You got probation,
okay.
You got parole, and all of those things. Because I've worked in probation with clients that have mental health and substance use issues,
I see.
They deemed me to be like an expert as far as when it comes to criminal justice and the community, like putting it all together.
Gotcha.
So that was another credential I got.
Okay.
So I'm pretty good at getting credentials and stuff.
I see.
Trying to stay laced up. So I got that credential right after I left probation. And one of the things you had to do was had to have a doctorate.
Okay.
It didn't matter in what, but you had to have that. So once I got my doctorate, I was like, I'm finna get this.
Yeah.
It's like, because it connects what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Started my business. My business had already started before I started.
Tell me about your business.
So J&S Counseling is a for-profit behavioral health substance use outpatient facility. So
explain that to us.
So outpatient,
but it is a facility you can go into.
You can come in.
Okay.
I do groups at this place. I also do individuals at my office as well. But my office is in Fort Worth.
Okay.
Behind La Grand Plaza Mall.
Mm-hmm.
So there I do everything from assessments. I'm also anger management certified, so I do that. But a lot of my clients come from criminal justice from justice involved individuals.
Okay.
So that means like people that's been on probation, parole, or still on probation.
Okay.
So I kind of like took everything I learned from probation.
Yeah.
And I kind of saw their gaps.
Yeah.
So then I created my own thing to fill in the gaps.
So explain to me what would be sort of your ideal client. Someone's coming to you. What do they need help with?
It don't matter.
So they can
to me,
mental,
I can
substance abuse?
substance use, anger management, anything that deals with co-occurring, like stuff that has like substance use and a mental.
I see.
Because that's what really happens. You don't only have substance use, you got some kind of mental problem. That's why you're using substances to cope with it. So usually they come already packaged together. And so what I do with them is I set up individual treatment plans. And what we do is we work on both. So before I can get you to stop smoking weed, I gotta find out why you smoke it.
That's so good.
Right? So, okay, and then you may tell me this story, like I smoke because I be paranoid, and I'm like, have you ever thought about getting some medicine? And I always be very honest with my clients, and a lot of times clients hate to be stigmatized by mental health. So what I used to always tell them is like, I'm a mental health patient.
Okay.
Right? I have PTSD, anxiety, depression, and if I didn't take my medicine every day, I wouldn't be a great client. I wouldn't be a great person to help you. So it's encouraged people to take. So
you
meds.
Share your story a little bit.
I share my story. Okay. Like I share everything I'm sharing with you. I've shared it with my clients.
Wow.
And that's kind of why I get the rapport, build a rapport, because they know like I'm just not somebody out here telling you not to do something.
Yeah.
I'm here. I went through some things. Because I even at one point sold drugs because that's all I knew how to get money. And I did that. But like after I left my second year undergrad, I was like, I gotta make a decision. Like, okay, I'm in criminal justice, but I'm up here doing non-criminal justice things. And then it clicked. So then I stopped.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what took me further and further. Then I went on to get my master's in criminal justice. I wanted to teach. Okay. And I still do want to teach. I want to be a professor at a college. That's one of my biggest goals.
Okay.
But a lot of people always ask me about like what made me want to be a doctor. So the real story is when I was a kid, I wanted to be a doctor. You know how they be like,
like a medical doctor? Or
I just wanted to be. I didn't know it was a difference then.
Gotcha.
So I was like, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a doctor. I didn't know it was.
You were prophesying over your life as a little kid. You just didn't know it.
I still have my book when I was getting my master's in psychology. We had a study book that we had to do. Okay. And on that book in 2014, I had wrote on the book, Dr. J. And so when I got into doctorate school, I ran into that book and I went and showed it to my spouse and I was like, I had been said this. Like, I've been said doctor. So she was just like, so what you gonna do? I was like, I'm finna get it. And I got my doctorate in 2 years.
So it was you seeing what you had, in my words, prophesied over yourself that actually made you take the leap to go start to study for your doctorate. Wow. Yeah. So,
and I still was at Tarrant County when I started that. So I had a full-time job.
Yeah.
And I had doctorate school. But I'm like a nerd. So I'm like always, I graduated with my doctorate with a 3.9.
Wow. So really all of that sort of struggle, trial, having to do so many things at once, it actually in the long run, it helped you.
Yeah.
Because you're able to maintain and still.
And that's why I can multi-do things because when I put, it's crazy. I used to call it a curse, but it's a gift. I see stuff before it happens. So I'm able
that is a gift.
But sometimes it don't always be good. Like I have friends, like I could tell them like what's going on before they call me, and they be like,
"Do you think prophecy is only good things?"
And clearly it's not.
No. Yeah.
Clearly it's not.
Let me go grab my King James for you so you can see. Yeah, when you have the gift of prophecy, which you most likely do, because I'm feeling it from you, which you most likely do, you're just gonna see what it is. It doesn't matter, I think that's a misconception. Is people they're listening, they think it's all this. Gypsies and stuff, and you're only seeing the good things.
Yeah.
But
and you know how I found another way, you said it, but I found that out from a client I had in Tarrant County Jail. He was a pastor. And we were talking on this individual, and he was just like, man, it's something over you.
Yeah.
I said, I know that. I know. You know what I'm saying? I was like, but sometimes the stuff I see, I don't be want to see it. And he was like, it's okay.
Yeah.
He was like, I was like, I always call it a curse. He was like, stop saying it. He was like, it's a gift. He was like, it's a gift.
Because you can, we're going all the way left, but you can, when you see the negative things, you can rebuke those things away, number one. Number two, sometimes you can see those things so you can.
It can make me change.
Exactly.
Change.
So how you can navigate it. Exactly.
And my spouse now, she always be like, don't say that. She was like, because when you say stuff, it happens. So I'd be like, okay, well, let me start saying stuff about myself. Since I be saying stuff about everybody else, I start saying it for myself. So I'm like, okay, I'm finna start a business. And I talked to my spouse and I was like, I love probation, right? I was like, but I want to be way more than that. I just don't want to be that. Like, I need to build some, like, we got some building blocks and we got some inches in between that you don't know about, the gaps. You know, so I was like, I want to be more than that. So I took a leap of faith. And I said, you know what? My last day is going to be April the 1st of last year. And because it was for me, but I didn't consult God on my move, my first 6 months kind of was hell. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get clients, trying to get insurance. I did everything on my own. I got insurance with Blue Cross Blue Shield, with Aetna, Cigna. I'm doing stuff that people that got their own business ain't even do because they had somebody else that did that. So I did everything. And I had ended up getting an invitation to speak at this church about like my life and where I am now. And I came from Job. Though they slay me.
Woo!
I still trust him.
And
did a great little thing. I ended up becoming a member of that church 2 months later. And I've been going to that church ever since. And me going to that church, now I'm involved. I do the sound at church. But it kind of gave me that, because I was always looking for people to feel me. So I went there.
You had a God-sized hole. And
I went there and I got filled. I got the community. I got the people that love me, support me. Like, that's telling me, okay, like, I'm glad you use your past as a way to make a brighter future.
That's it.
And that's my goal.
J.
That's what I want to do. And I know long term, I do have a nonprofit that I just started as well. And I did my own nonprofit. It's J&S Counseling nonprofit.
J&S Counseling.
Yes, ma'am. Like my business is just my for-profit is just a nonprofit.
Gotcha.
So what I want to do with J&S Foundation is I want to be able to give free help to homeless and people that are in situations where they are low income or they can't afford it. So I want to be able to provide to them all of the things that they can't afford. I want to do health fairs in the community. I want to do education. I want to do stuff on Sundays and on the weekends where I get the homeless together, like, so they can get some life skills. And they, to me, need more mental health treatment than we do. I mean, because what they do every day, the lifestyle they live every day, I can only imagine. And lately, like, I've been going to Lancaster and just talking to them. And I mean, I just have this spirit. So they just come to me. They're like, man, you know, nobody don't really never come out here. And I'm in plain clothes. I'm not going out there to I'm looking myself. I pretty much had on a t-shirt and some basketball shorts. And they were just flooding to me.
So you just have a heart for the homeless.
I do. I have a heart for anybody that's a vulnerable population.
Gotcha.
So not only the homeless, but even the LGBTQIA, the people that are in those communities, low resource. And because I came from that, I think that's my passion. And I also think that's what God wants me to do. Bring his people together.
Well, you're already doing that, Doctor.
So I try to, if I could do anything, I want to do anything different. Even though I struggled when I first opened my business, like this year has been an amazing year already. And it's only March. And just from this conference, I done met so many people, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to connect with me because they like, hold up, what you, what you do? And like even me speaking tomorrow, that's going to be a really big thing because I'm speaking on a topic that's very misunderstood.
What is that? Just give us a little synopsis. It's the
criminal justice implications of substance use and mental health. And it's all about the behavior that the officer sees, and it makes their whole life just go down the hole.
The officer or the
officer. So on the first contact,
interesting,
right? They may think that person is combative. They may not be combative. They may be in a psychosis. They may have things wrong, or they may just be scared.
And so, you're saying the officer sees these things over
and make decisions based on what they see instead of accessing. And I know they don't have
all those resources.
I know that, you know what I'm saying, don't get that. But I think at some point we're going to have to do that because now the prison is turned into a mental health facility.
Gotcha.
It's more people in there with mental health problems than it is in there that people that's actually committing crimes. And that's a problem.
And we don't have the people to treat that.
And all we're doing is just putting them in jail because they ain't showing up for probation. But you don't know, they don't even got nowhere to stay. They ain't got no phone, no job. They barely making it. However, their behavior dictates your decision. And that's everybody in the criminal justice profession, like from the police to the judge to the probation officer. Like, people can see those behaviors as non-compliance. But I'm not being non-compliant. I don't even got no car, man. How am I gonna get to you?
So that's what you're going to be speaking on tomorrow.
So I'm speaking on that tomorrow.
Very interesting. Wow.
So all of my colleagues from Tarrant County CSCD, definitely, they're going to be there. Soon I got a lot of people that want to come because people keep telling me, I'm coming to that.
That's very interesting.
And what I want to do is try to find some ways where we can put some things in place. Like, we need a mental health diversion for police departments.
Love it.
Because everybody ain't, it's stuff that may not be like how they get all those criminal mischiefs because they be walking around the store.
Right.
That's just crazy stuff they getting. Instead of them having some kind of way to help them, they just put them in jail and they become long-time jail people, which they're not getting mental health services as needed. They're not getting counseling, and they still don't have a family.
You're opening my mind to so many things, Dr. J. And so we spent this time, we've talked about your past, where you came from, you know, what you're doing now and what you hope for the future, you know, your plans for your business, for your nonprofit, what you hope to see in the criminal justice system, how you hope that is, you know, really reform. And I do too. Those are really great, interesting things that I haven't considered before. I want to know, for those who are watching this and they're saying, oh my goodness, I have got to get in contact with her. She's offering counseling services. She's also offering, did we talk about placement as well? Do you help with that?
I do. I refer out. Whatever I can't do, I make sure I get you to somebody that I trust. That's going to do I try to keep people around me that are just like me. As far as like, I want to put you at a provider who got the same kind of spirit I got, and they're going to they really want to help. I really want to help. I don't really care about the money. I want to help, but of course I need money to survive.
We do.
Right? But I really care. That's the difference with me and a whole lot of other practitioners or clinicians, is because like they just be doing the job. And I'm more like, I'm doing this job, but I'm seeing these gaps of where if we fill these in, we can actually make this a whole better for everybody.
Absolutely.
So I hope that this, I hope when I speak tomorrow, I hope a police department come up to me and say, hey, can you come do a training for us? That's my hopes.
Well, you know what I think? You know what I believe? Everything we've talked about, clearly you have a gift as it relates to prophesying over your life and the life of others. And so I want you to text me and call me when that happens. Because I'm believing that we're going to have some contact. You're going to have some contact with someone in the law field this week who's going to ask you those questions. So make sure you call me. We're going to do a follow-up. We're going to do a follow-up with Dr. J, because she's going to tell us that happened. I'm believing that. How can we reach out to you? How can we
you can reach out to me. I'm on all social media platforms, and it's all under the same thing, J&S Counseling.
J&S Counseling.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm also, you can always reach me in office. I'm on right behind the Grand Plaza Mall. It's the office suites. I'm there. I'm in suite 310.
It's in Fort Worth?
It's in Fort Worth. I'm usually there almost every day because I have clients that come in. Also, you can email me at jnscounseling@gmail.com. Also, I have a website, jnscounseling.com. So you can go check me out.
This has been wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
And I'm taking that blessing.
Absolutely.
I got it.
Okay.